What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Jordy, and welcome back to some more F1 2016 career mode for the Hungarian Grand Prix. But if you missed last episode at Silverstone, it was a pretty successful race for us, all things considered. A surprise P4. I thought things were going to go a lot worse, especially with how tyre wear usually is for my driving style around Silverstone, but we ended up fitting on the hard tyres, and even though the hards, we got a lot of tyre wear on them, so it's a good thing we switched strategy midway through. Yeah, we were able to survive and take home a P4 with a very, very safe strategy, so I'm pretty happy about that, and I'm happy to be past Silverstone. It is one of my least favourite circuits on the calendar, unfortunately, because I'm from Britain. But yeah, I just don't like Silverstone. I like it in reverse in F125, but there's just something about the usual way I don't like. But here's another track that I don't really feel too much for because it's kind of a nothing track. We've got the Hungaroring in Hungary, of course, which is it's very akin to Monaco in a way, where there isn't really much chance for an overtake, let's be real. And I think there's only one, well, there is a couple of DRS zones, so there is one normal overtaking spot for the Hungaroring, but other than that, that is pretty much about it. So I wonder how it's going to go here in the 2016 version of the game. And then, of course, afterwards, we've got Hockenheim, which I've never actually raced on in a career, well, on the channel, really. I played F1 2019, of course, but I didn't do it on the channel because it was, like, way before I ever started doing F1 careers. But, yeah, with all that being said, let's look at the standings right now. You can't really see too much, but you can see a little bit of the points up there. I've got 143. Lewis Hamilton had a howler at Silverstone. I don't know what happened. I think he might have got caught up in some collision or something and had to replace his wing. I don't know, but he only ended up just about scraping some points. I think he got like a P9 or something like that. Absolutely wild. And Nico Rosberg actually ended up winning the Grand Prix, and so he has now overtaken Hamilton, who's had the lead in the championship for most of the season. So yeah, one bad result for Hamilton, and now Rosberg is in P1, and we're only about 40 something points away from Rosberg, like about 30 points away from Hamilton. So there's actually a chance, a mathematical chance, a plausible chance that we in the Manor Racing could win the championship. We still have half the season to go, and it's all to play for. So yeah, what's up, Lego Master? Welcome back, bro. Without further ado, let's get into FP1 around the Hungaroring. And as you can see, we are already here, and I think over there you can actually see... I don't think that's turn 1. I think turn 1 would be like over there somewhere. I think this is like just before the chicane. Like the chicane would just be on the other side of that wall. I don't know, but it's really cool that we've got these little vistas in this game. It definitely makes it a lot more memorable than other career modes, that's for sure. But let's head on down to the track. Hey, what's up, retailer? Alright, here we go then.
Welcome to the Hungarian.
I'm excited, man. I'm loving this game.
But before we start to worry about race day, let's focus on today's practice.
Wow, Hungary looks a lot better nowadays. Birthday tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I've got F1 23 installed.
There's been a lot of talk
ready
over the last few weeks about track limits. How much is too much when you're cutting corners and running wide? What are your thoughts on this? And do you think we'll be seeing drivers pushing those limits this weekend?
Well, I'd be disappointed if we didn't, frankly. If race control want to clamp down on drivers wandering off the track, then it's up to them to police it. As a driver, you're being paid to get your car around the circuit as quickly as possible, don't forget. So if you're not pushing those limits, if you're ignoring the advantageous line, then you're not doing your job properly. Now, I agree that, we have these white lines there for a reason.
That was me.
We do want to see those limits enforced, but
wow,
for me,
look at Bottas's helmet. That's really cool. Very cool helmet, I won't lie. I bet it looked different though, because they couldn't have like the Martini sponsors because Martini, I think, is an alcohol brand or something. They couldn't have it in the game because the game is literally like, what is it? It's a 3, which is basically an E for everyone. So they couldn't have that, and that's why the Williams livery looks different in the game for, I think, 2014, 2015, 2016, and 17. And 18, actually. They all look different.
Practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
For the past 4 hours, I've been doing F125 with the steering wheel. I've basically mastered Australia with manual gears and steering wheel. Awesome, dude. Your dog stepped on a bee? What? Alright, God, I don't know how Hungary's gonna feel. But looks like we got access to the softs, the mediums, and the super softs. Okay. So, no need for any hard tyres. But let's do our normal setup. I mean, my bee stepped on a dog. What the fuck? What are you guys yapping about now? Okay, I think we're good. Let's go. Track acclimatization.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Oh, yeah. You guys, man. 6 viewers on. What's up, everyone? Don't say it, Lego Master. Don't you dare. My god, yeah, okay, this might be the first track where I can really tell that they definitely updated the graphics. Because, yeah, this looks 10 years old. Compared to the other tracks. All the other tracks look really good, but... yeah, Hungaroring definitely looks last gen. That's for sure. I wonder if the Hungaroring ever got updated in the games. Or if, like, this is the version they've ran from the beginning and just, you know, upped the graphics. I don't know, because every single track in the game that I've played so far looks better than this. But to be fair, there's nothing that really stands out about the Hungaroring. It's kind of just the bog standard track. But it doesn't seem too bad to drive on right now. We're stepping out a little bit, so we could do a little bit of tweaking with the setup, but other than that, seem alright. Okay, let's see how this goes. Kevin Magnussen, he's already getting in my way. .402 is the new niche number. Wow. Alright, you know what? It doesn't seem too bad. I think I might actually prefer driving the Hungaroring on this game than I do any of the modern ones. I really do think this game's aged very well. Like, the handling will take some getting used to. But, I mean, some setup changes do wonders. So, you know.
Stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
But as a reminder to everybody watching right now, tomorrow we will be doing an F123 stream at about this time tomorrow. So if you have the game, feel free to join. If not, hope you enjoy watching anyway. I'll probably do a second stream as well, I don't know. Part of me feels like doing Tomb Raider 2 tomorrow, but then part of me feels like doing Ghosts, so... You know, I might not even do either of them. You know, I might just take that time for myself, I really don't know. But, we shall see. Spent 10 quid on Coin Master and gambled it all away. For 10 quid I got 200 pulls with a bonus 800. I don't know what any of that means, bro. Don't gamble, bro. No gambling. So that was a pretty good practice program right there. Now it's time to get back to the pits. No gambling, no gambling. You gotta save all that money. Save it for more important stuff, bro.
Okay, you need to come in before you run out of fuel. Pit within 2 laps.
Going just in time. Yeah, what's up, Cosmo? Welcome back, dude. Oh, this is a bit different. Oh yeah, I think they definitely updated the Hungaroring since this game, for sure. It looks different, that pit lane was definitely, that pit entry was definitely very different. The way it kind of curved to the left a little bit, that doesn't happen now. Or rather, the track doesn't have that now. Okay, pretty good practice program. Now we've got tyre management to do. And then maybe we'll have time for qualifying practice at the end. I really don't know. We'll see.
Okay, one of the programs we should probably do before qualifying is the qualifying program. Let's prepare ourselves as best we can. We don't want to find ourselves starting at the back.
I know. Last night, did Monaco time trial all night, about 683 laps. Why? What, were you steering wheel? Fucking hell, man. Jeez. You really are practicing.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
Alright, on to the super softs. Not super softs, normal softs. Yes, I'm still struggling. Yeah, I bet, bro. Honestly, like, I still wouldn't call Monaco the hardest track in the game. At least on the newer games, anyway. On this one, it definitely was. Monaco was crazy. The amount of times we crashed that episode. Insane. We also had the chance to switch teams last episode, but the only choices were, I think, McLaren, Toro Rosso, and Haas. Cars that are all worse than this one. So, I think the McLaren is marginally better than this, but, you know. It's like really not much of a difference. Literally at lunch today, I was visibly trembling from the mention of Monaco. Jesus. Hold on, my headset's not on properly. It's properly like leaning on my ears or resting on my ears, which you don't want it putting all of its weight there because you'll just get earache. Alright, we've already got quite a bit of tyre wear. I wonder what the super softs are going to be like. It's going to be tragic. Alright, tyre management, 4 laps. Let's go. We're going to do it again, but with Bahrain. Somewhat bearable track. Yeah. Somewhat bearable. Bahrain's like the beginner track, I swear. I mean, for me it is anyway. Like, I always start with Bahrain, whatever game I play. Doing pretty good so far. If I'm lucky, I can pull off a really good apex out of the hairpin and get ahead of most of the people. Ooh, a lot of tyre wear there. There's a Mercedes behind us. Yeah. I don't know if it's Hamilton or Rosberg. Really good first lap.
Especially good to the tyres that lap.
With manual gears, it's so much faster. Oh yeah, I bet it is. Because you can make the revs longer, can't you? Or rather, make the gears last longer, should I say. It is Rosberg. I'll have to let him pass on the straight. How much do you want to bet both Mercs will fight again? A very good chance. What is Rosberg doing, man? Just go past me. It's not hard. You're in a Mercedes. Getting a slipstream off of him as well. That helps us with the target lap time. Yeah, I think they'll definitely fight, especially if they start 1 and 2. And it would definitely help around a track like Hungaroring. Like, whoa. If we could start like P3 or something, that could be mega. Otherwise, it'll be an easy win for one of them. Yeah, this time management program was easy. Low-key, the teachers at Boardsy were really fucking chill. Like, they didn't give a fuck if we swore. Were they all like supply teachers or something then? Not our actual teachers? That's crazy.
Return to base when you can so we can go over it.
Right, that's that done.
Okay, we can take you this lap. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
For viewers, what's up guys? Little reminder, tomorrow we will be streaming F1 23. Loki Mr. Chaos from my dorm room. Hey, I think that's like the point of the trip though, right? Like a memory you'll have forever, I suppose. Oh my god, my heating's now on and it is boiling in here. Alright. Pretty good practice session that. I don't think we have enough time for quali pace, but... Someone was touching your leg in your sleep? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck, man? What the hell are you? Okay, how much time do we have? We've got 11 minutes, so we could do quali pace. Yeah, I knew she'd still shouting, my brother. He's just not answering her.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 25.0.
There's a room full of boys, what did you expect? Not weird touching.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's go on the super softs. See how quick we can be. We're on legend difficulty, the second hardest difficulty in the game. So I don't think I'd have to make it harder, but I mean we'll see. We could definitely test it out at some point, but I don't know, on this difficulty sometimes we struggle to out-qualify our own teammate and then, you know, we somehow pull it out right at the end to get a good position. I think we're at the difficulty we should be at right now. I'm really not sure. Again, we're only one off the maximum, so... Oh yeah, we want to save these tyres, otherwise, you know, they'll get really worn out. The first night we ate rice and chicken meatballs for dinner. The rice was so plain and the chicken actual dog shit. The fuck? Where did they get it from? Fucking Asda? Not Asda, Aldi. That's the one. I don't shop at either of them, so... Won't be shocked if it wasn't from Audi. What do you mean it was? Alright, let's see how this goes. The rest of the meals were banging. That's good. TV track going on standby then. Alright, let's see how this goes. Super soft. Bit slow there, but I'm always slow on that corner. Always slow on this sector. I really struggle with it for some reason. Shower in our room, it was more like a sandstorm. The water felt like sand. Horrible it was. What the fuck? You sure it was water? sounds more like mud. Oh, that's not a good lap. Estimated position 15th. Jesus. And that was the first and best lap as well. That's the worst thing. Everyone's showers were fine, but not ours. Right, let's try and do a little better this time. 8 people watching, what's up guys? Oh man, I hate this section of Hungaroring. What's up Bugs Bunny? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I lose so much time in this sector. Crazy. I'm not going to hit any of the targets at this rate. What's up, Doc? Oof. Yeah, okay. I don't think we're going to do very good on this track. Not going to lie. We do really good in the first couple of sectors and then it all falls apart in sector 3. I think we might need more downforce. That might be it. Because we always run off a balanced, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do balanced around Hungary. Like it's meant to be like increased downforce or something, because we're losing so much time here. Last time I crashed out in F125? Wow. Yeah, that was an absolute tragedy. Okay, we're definitely going to have to hop into FP2 to see if we can improve.
We didn't really get the data we needed on. You might want to give it another go.
Estimated position 15th is rough. So, I think we're definitely going to have to do some work on the setup, that's for sure. Yeah, complete failure that one was. Alright, let's retire from the session.
As all the cars are now over the line, you're top 3 again.
Yeah, that just was not good at all. Alright. Let's do FP2. I think it isn't FP1 and 2 on like the same day, right? Like that's Thursday practice, isn't it? So like we don't need to worry about track evolution or whatever. You crashing me and live stream F125? Huh? I don't remember, dude. I mean, you could let me know your username or whatever, but I don't remember seeing you before, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we can get fuel efficiency, but I kind of want to save up for one of, like, these other things. Mainly downforce, right? That's the one I think we'd need. Right, let's go to FP2 and make some changes to the setup. In the hopes that we could maybe do a little better. So, what have we got here? 6 and 6. And this would be 8 and 9. Okay, so, and then maximum would be 10, 11. Right, so we want... I think we can just go 8 and 8, right? Just higher wings. I think everything else is pretty much the same. Yes, okay.
We'll make the changes you requested.
Right, let's skip ahead in the session a little bit, get the track a bit rubbered in. Okay, let's do a flying lap and see how things go this time.
Conditions still remain dry for a while. We will update you.
Alright. Yeah, I knew that would hurt my tyre wear a lot, but we should be alright. Should do better this time, we have a bit more downforce, so... hopefully we do better, otherwise we are cooked for qualifying. Definitely looking about a 10th quicker, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we definitely still lose time, but that extra downforce certainly helped. Come on, one last corner. Come on, get round you, boat. Oh, just about getting it.
That beats our primary target time.
Estimated position 11th, it seems. So now our new objective is target 9th. Which is pretty much just about what we got before. Like literally just now, so... we just got to equal that time, but our tyres are a lot more worn now, so... that could be an issue. We've also got a car in front of us, which will almost certainly get in the way. Yeah. Fuck off, man. The AI in this game just don't get out the way on your, you know, practice and quali, like... it's infuriating. Like, he should be braking about here and completely getting out the way. Like, slowing down on the corner loses me so much time. Car just does not want to turn. And yeah, there we go. That failed. So this car is just not good around this track. So we might be in for a tough time. Especially with all the tyre wear as well, like, oof. At least we got the first one though, that's the main thing.
We'll want to rerun the program if we can't improve on that time.
Yeah, I know. I'm not excited for my 10-hour exam Thursday to Friday. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna suck, dude. Man, we're already a 10th down. This is wild. Might be the hardest track we've done so far. I think we might be cooked. Oh, hold on. There's an improvement there. I was a bit more harsh on the brakes this time. We're still losing so much time though, like... this car is not good around the Hungaroring. At least that's what it seems like anyway. It's no good. That and I've never been the greatest at this track anyway. Might be in for a tough time this episode.
Box this lap so we can analyze the data. Box this lap.
So result 11th. That's not too bad. Definitely one of our worst qualifying positions, but you know, out of 22 cars, being like in the midfield, it's not bad at all. Maybe compared to the rest of our results, but for the car that we're using, it's not a bad place to start, and who knows what will happen in the race. It's very easy to defend around the Hungaroring, so if we could get like a really good position in qualifying, right, then I think we should be fine.
We have 2 laps of fuel.
Hey, what's up, Zareth? Ten people watching. What's up, guys? The career mode content gets so many views, man. I can't wait to start live streaming the 2026 update. Views might pop off, man. I might finally blow up. After what? Fucking nearly 10 years. Ugh. Right, Zareth, you know what you're doing, bro. This is what, the 4th time now? You ask me about this every time. That Ghost stream got quite a lot of views. Yeah, COD Ghost seems to be popping up a bit more lately. To be honest, channel's underrated. Oh yeah, I know that. I'm not saying I should be like 1 million subscribers or anything, but I'm just now starting to get consistent viewers, you know? After 10 fucking years. And I have like 3,000 other videos that you guys can check out, like... not to brag, but you guys have found a hidden gem. Also, congrats on 1.5k subs. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I didn't really want to, like, make a thank you post until, like, I was a few subscribers over it. Because, you know, some dickhead could see the post and then unsubscribe, and then I'd be under 1,500. So I just waited until I was about 4 or 5 over, and then, you know, did the thank you post today, if you guys saw it. But that is qualifying pace done. How is F1 2016 compared to 2018? I don't know, dude. I've not played 2018 in years, and even then, my only experience with 2018 was the demo, so I can't really say anything. I really do want to play F1 2018, though. That was the first one I ever played, the demo of that. But, you know, the only thing I can really compare this to 2018 would be like Australia or something, and even then, again, like the last time I played F1 2018 was before F1 23 even came out, and the demo is not compatible with the PS5, so I literally cannot play 2018 even if I wanted to hop on the demo right now. I just can't, because again, not available. So I'll get a hold of a disc copy at some point. Also, have you guys seen that news about PlayStation making this thing where if you're offline for 30 days, you can't access your digital games? Like, you lose your license. Like, either you have to repurchase it or you just can't access it until you go online again. Like, why? What does that even achieve, you know? It's so weird. To be fair, I think they've always done that, right? I'm pretty sure you need to, like, verify licenses for digital games, but they've made it so you could lose the license. So, what, that could mean that you lose the game or something? I don't know. Like, I'm not too worried about that. I think the only games that I have digital are Dark Souls 1 and 2, but I plan to get those on disc, so I'm cool with that. The last couple of Call of Duty games, but I pretty much did everything I could on BO7, and BO6, I'm pretty sure I could come back to that soon. I mean, I never go without internet anyway, right? But the fact that that's even a possibility is
an interesting
fucking
stupid.
stupid.
Let's remind ourselves of the top three.
Never using PlayStation again. I mean, that's only if you're offline for 30 days, as in, like, you haven't verified your licenses, which are done automatically every time you're logged on. Like, not many people are going to be experiencing that, but the minority of people that, like, for example, have shit internet, like they live in the middle of nowhere or something, then, yeah, they're kind of fucked. They might revert it. There might be a lot of outrage over it, enough to, you know, cause them to revert it, but I don't know, man. Thank you, Gabe Newell, for Steam. Oh, yeah. Apparently the next Xbox is more akin to a PC as well, so,
Quick look
you
at
know,
the classification at
PlayStation's going to be
there.
like the only proper console on the market, which is so strange, because we used to have so many in the 90s. But ever since the early 2000s, it's just been PlayStation. Well, if you're on holiday for 31 days, well, fuck you, I guess. Fuck you and your games that you paid money for. I think they even removed the license until you go online. I don't know. That's always been a thing, because I remember my mate hadn't turned on his PlayStation for like so long, and we wanted to play some Need for Speed 2015, but because the PlayStation wasn't connected to the internet, like, you couldn't access the game. And I mean, even without internet, you won't be able to play Need for Speed 2015 anyway, because it's online only, so, you know. Alright, make sure you qualify above your rival Nico Rosberg. It's not happening. Beating Pascal should be doable. Let's see if we've got enough R&D points for upgrades. No, we don't. I mean, we do for fuel efficiency, but I want, like, downforce upgrades for sure. Because, yeah, if Hungary, if that practice session was anything to go by, we're definitely struggling in that department, so I do want to do more of that. I wonder if there's any way to earn more resource points, right? Because I'm obviously doing all the practice programs, but I don't know what else I could possibly do to get more, you know? It's not like the newer games. I mean, I could... Is there anything... Would it tell me here? No. No. Alright, well, without further ado, guys, let's head on down to qualifying. This might be our first episode where we haven't actually, like, bought an upgrade. Which is a shame, but it is what it is.
We hope you're looking forward to today's qualifying in Hungary as much as we are. We think it's going to be a cracker. This has been an exciting track in times gone by, and typically it entertains the moment the lights go out.
Turn 1's always a consideration for this race. It's certainly a difficult one to get right when surrounded by other cars, but the race isn't won or lost there. You've got to be smart, get through, and hope your rivals get into trouble and not you.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Don't think you'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too hard.
Wow. Even the mechanics are expecting me to go through now, so... Awesome. Well then, let's go on the softs first. I'm not going to waste the super soft just yet. Honestly, we could go with a bit more, like, downforce on the rear. Because we're struggling anyway, right? Like, let's go, like, 9 on the rear wing. We could go even more.
Okay, we'll alter the setup of the car.
Like, we could go just 9-9. I don't know. Like, it will make us slower on the straights, but the most important part is the corners. So, you know. I think we'll go 9-9. I think that might work. I don't know. All I know is we just need the extra downforce. But not too much, because otherwise we'll have no straight line speed. Alright, let's go. I've got 7 of you watching right now, so 9 of you actually. So just to let you know, tomorrow at around the same time, I will be live streaming on F1 23, doing some multiplayer sessions. So if any of you have F1 23, feel free to join. If not, hope you enjoy the stream tomorrow. It's Retailer's birthday tomorrow. He's one of our mods. So yeah, I remember a while ago he said he wanted to go back to F1 23, missed it. So yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. So I think we might make it a little bit more permanent because I'm getting kind of burnt out on F1 25. I think we're going to stop the Monday streams, to be honest, because it's getting more and more difficult to have the motivation to play that game now. Not that it's bad, but I've pretty much been playing F1 25 since it came out, you know, so a little break from it would be nice. A little break longer than 2 weeks, you know. There's no more content coming out for the game, so I think we can live without it. So I think we'll do one final stream of F1 25 on Friday until, I don't know, the season update gets announced or something, you know. It should be soon, like very, very soon. I lost all motivation in Monaco, I'm never touching it again. Just wait until we do it tomorrow, bro. Okay, here we go. So this isn't going to be the quickest lap, you are evil. No. To be fair though, we'll probably get Monaco in some random lobby. 12 people watching, what's up guys? F1 23 stream coming tomorrow, so if any of you are interested in either joining or watching, yeah, there's your reminder, or there's your notification, I guess. I don't know if I'll be doing a second stream tomorrow. Really don't like Hungary circuit. For me, I don't really care for it, you know. It's kind of like Monaco, except Monaco is, you know, a lot more risk. Hungary is just, you know, kind of boring. I wish we didn't have to do it. That's why it usually, like, disappears off my career mode series after season 1. And I only really bring it back if we've, like, if we really need more variety. I don't know if I even did Hungary in the final season. I think I did. I think I did, what, 4 seasons of F1 25, and I only did Hungary in season 1 and 4. I think in F1 23 we only did it in season 1, so... Hungary makes me hungry. Oh yeah. Right, how was that lap? Pretty buns, probably. Yeah, 2 seconds off of Alonso. Goes to show you just how bad the grip is on the softs compared to super softs around here. Fernando is faster than you. He actually is. P1, isn't he?
You're lapping slower than Pascal. Pascal is faster.
Yeah, but he's probably doing super soft, so I don't care. Go get the 2016 McLaren and get rid of the 26 Aston. What does that even mean, bro? They're like the same car. Actually, the Aston is even worse. The Aston can't even get through half the race most of the time. Right, let's box. Box for super softs, and then yeah, make sure we get into Q2. Not entirely sure if we'll get past Q2. We seem to be struggling. We were struggling in practice, so you know, with the extra downforce it does feel better, but not too much better. There's only so much we can do without sacrificing the straight line speed advantage that we have. And we can still, like, you know, mess with the front wing in Parc Fermé, so, you know, might be worth messing with a little bit. I don't know, but we are on the softs, so we're not going to have as much grip as we would have on the super softs. So I'm not going to make any drastic decisions right now. Okay. Oh, we could have done another lap. I was thinking of doing like a third lap on these tyres just for the hell of it, but you know.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:23.5.
Okay. We're not really the slowest on track. I mean, we are quicker than the Saubers and the Renaults, but those are like the shittest cars on the track, so. There we go. So we're like P18. Pascal is P13.
Engine fired, we're set.
"13 people watching. What's up, guys?" Alright, here we go. Looks like we got a lot of space out in front of us. That's good. Alright, let's make sure we get out of Q1. I'm pretty confident we will. There's about a second's worth of time on these tyres versus the softs, so should be alright. 15 people watching. It's only F1 2016, guys. In RT3, I'm making a restaurant based off the Vegas paddock building in pit lane with the track as well. Cool. It's cool that you can even do that. Not gaining as much time as I thought we would, but Sector 1 doesn't really have too many big corners, so here is where it's going to be most difference.
We're falling down the field. You've dropped to P19.
Yeah, and it's getting colder as well, as you can tell by the grey skies, so not as much grip as there was earlier, but I'm still gaining a ton of time. I'll read that comment in a little bit, retailer. About 5/10 up. Will that be enough to get us out of Q1? It isn't, I don't think. I'm not sure. In the newer games, P16 wouldn't be enough. But there's 22 cars, so we might be okay. Oh. Just about. Jesus, man. That was too close. Way too... Literally a 10th off of getting knocked out in Q1. That is wild. Absolutely wild. Okay. We're going to have to do a lot better this time around. But we're into Q2. Very lucky escape. Absolutely. Alright, I don't usually do this because I'm pretty sure... I don't know if the AI... I don't know how much they do in terms of fuel load, but we're going to have to, like, proper bump this down for a little extra speed, even if it's, like, worth a 10th, 2 tenths, whatever, like, we need it. Alright. Yeah, let's just go on those old super softs again.
We're good to go.
We'll go on those old super softs and we'll get a lap down. But yeah, very lucky escape. Oh yeah, I'm struggling to find something to make marks on the pit lane, road and track. Like, I can't find anything right now. I'm sure you'll find something, bruh. Yeah, I want to make sure, like, once I get a ton of money this year, I'm going to make sure that I buy most of my digital games physical. I'm not really going to care too much about the F1 games, so to speak. But, you know, I definitely want to get F1 23 on disc, that's for sure. And, I get all of my old F1 games on disc. Can't really get them digital anymore. You're gonna name your chef and waiter after every driver? Or every chef and waiter after a driver? Nice. Fernando Alonso is cooking. What's after Hungary? Hockenheim, Germany. So a new one I haven't done on the channel before. Well, in a career mode anyway. I did Hockenheim in a little race in the F1 2019 video I did a month ago or so. think it's Spa. No, that's after. Spa is after. It's Hockenheim and then Spa. Right, P3. Slower than Sainz, unfortunately, but I wonder if he was on fresh. These are old sets of super softs, so
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
I don't know, but we seem to really be struggling around here, that's for sure. Honestly, Rosberg could end up winning the title all because of last episode. I still don't know what happened to Hamilton, and I don't think we'll ever know. But he had to pit an extra time. I think he might have picked up damage. He still ended up recovering to P9 though, which is impressive in itself, but then again, he's in a Mercedes.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
It looks like it's about to rain. Looks grey as fuck. Which would be in our favour, because we've always been really strong on the inters. In wet conditions on this game, we have gotten our best results. So, like in both quali and the race. So, you know, it wouldn't really be in our worst interests to actually have rain.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
I'm literally in the garage, bro. I don't think it matters. Alright. Let's, you don't need to cover them, guys. We'll just get another set of softs on.
So far, our fastest
Super
lap is
softs, I mean.
1:22.8.
Don't know what position we're in right now. 122.8 and we're P10. Did you hear about Trump being shot last Sunday? Yeah, it's so staged, bro. He's had attempted assassinations multiple times now. Surely one of them would have gotten him. It's just staged. He's trying so hard to redirect attention away from the Epstein files and the fact that he's in it. You know, the fact that he's in them. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not really too into politics, but even, like, I know Trump is a scumbag. You know, you don't have to be political. You don't have to, like, know political, you know, to know that he's a scumbag. Is he on a flying lap right now? I think he is. No. Pascal is German, by the way. So it's his home Grand Prix next up. Like, one of the snipers managed to hit him, but the rest have actual dookie aim. What was my time again? 122.8. Don't think you can miss a bright orange ball. If it was a real assassin, like a real one, they would have hit him, you know? The only reason they're all missing is because they're all paid to miss, you know? They're paid to stage an assassination, because they never seem to catch anybody in the act, you know? That's another thing, right? Surely they would catch someone from, like, DNA in the bullet and stuff, but we never fucking hear about them getting the culprit, you know? Because it's staged. Honestly, bring back Obama. We don't need to worry. We're in the UK, bro. And our guys are not fucking listening to Trump. Even if you like, it doesn't matter if you like our Prime Minister or not. He's not listening to Trump, which is the right thing to do, inherently. Right, so he's P10. I think he went quicker, but he didn't go that much quicker. I don't know if he's on old super softs or something, but Obama had aura. Well, at the very least, once Trump's term ends, he can't run for presidency again, so, you know. Americans don't have to worry too much, but the worry is how much damage is Trump causing, like, before he, you know, finishes his term. The fact he hasn't even been impeached yet is bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Alright.
Standing by.
Let's go. Let's get out of Q2. I think we're doing a bit better as we go along. I don't know. We'll see. It's so weird not having to worry about engine components, by the way. I wonder when they added that. I wonder if it was 2017. I know 2017 was when they added the classic cars, so when we do that career mode, we'll be doing classic car stuff as well. I'd love a game where you can build and run a nuclear plant, like one-to-one scale, everything works. That'd be so fun. You just blow it up. Yeah, we'll beat that. Okay. Right, so we want to get into the 121s at the very least. Here we go. Can we get into the final shootout? Not the greatest turn one. But all the difference will be made up in Sector 3, so don't need to worry too much about Sector 1. Ideally we do want to be quicker still, but, you know. We are a 10th up. It's looking a bit sunnier as well, so might be a little bit more grip to find. How are we doing worse? I have way more grip. Oh no, okay, maybe the track conditions did get a little worse, I don't know. We're just really struggling around here. We're pulling it out in the last couple of corners though. Yeah, okay, this is where the difference was made up. 3/10 Is that enough to get us into Q3? Just about. From nearly getting knocked out in Q1 to just about making it into Q3 at the expense of our teammate. Oh man, I'm sorry, Pascal. But we were quicker than him by quite a bit as well, so pretty comfortable in the end. But that was, we literally managed that in the last, like, 2-3 corners. Literally pulled a rabbit out of a hat there. But the important thing is we made it. Let's fucking go, man. Barely. I know, man. But I love how we just went from, like, barely making it out of Q1 to just making it into Q3. We're, like, the one to watch in this quali session so far. Okay, let's go on these old sets for the provisional lap.
If you find yourself getting understeer, then you're not getting enough grip from the front tyres. It could mean that the car isn't being allowed to lean on the tyre, possibly caused by a front suspension that's too stiff, or maybe the front wing isn't producing enough downforce.
Could we have a look at the suspension? I mean, I don't think we can change it because of Parc Ferme, but... I love this, though. Like, why doesn't the modern engineer do this shit, you know? Like, yes, give me fucking suggestions. Hey, what's up, W09? Like, this is fucking awesome. Like, the modern engineer needs to be doing this shit. Give me suggestions. Give me tips. You're the race engineer, you know? I don't need you to just tell me what's going on in the race. I need you to tell me, like, how to get better. Give me suggestions for the car. You know, like, Jeff's doing that in this game. It's fucking great. It's awesome, man.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware.
W09 might be a Mercedes fan. You don't say. I don't know, man. Seems like a Red Bull fan to me. Could be Red Bull or Ferrari, who knows? I'm gonna let Vettel go past. Alpine fan. I don't think there's any Alpine fans in existence, I'm not gonna lie. Alpine. Might be a Haas fan. I don't think there are any Haas fans either. Alright, let's see how this goes. Provisional lap, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
If you're not on a flying lap, let the car behind through. He is much faster.
Maybe a Lotus fan? We don't exist anymore. We all are going to elect Liam Lawson to be the UK's Prime Minister? No. You might be an Audi fan. I think there is Audi fans. got really close to the wall then. That definitely cost us some time. Oh, it doesn't matter really.
Okay, you've fallen down the table. You're currently in P9.
Yeah, that's cool.
Confirmed.
This is a scrub set of tyres, so I don't care. Loki, I haven't heard shit from Cadillac or Audi since the start of the season.
Fifth row of the grid.
Well, one's a new team and one is basically still Sauber, you know? Give them time. I think Audi will definitely be pretty good, eventually. Cadillac, I don't know, because like they're a completely new team, so... I didn't know the car behind me was Nico Rosberg. Once Audi fixes their livery, I mean. I don't mind the livery, I just think it's really basic compared to what they unveiled in 2022, you know? That livery looks awesome. I heard the new Mercedes liveries or outfits for the Miami Grand Prix. Not yet. Oh god! Ain't they purple? Ooh. Did Nico just slow down? Yes, he did. That's weird. Nice. Alright, well that's the first lap. Doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I wonder how it actually, like, proper looks. Nine times out of 10, though, Mercedes liveries do look nice. I haven't really liked them the past couple of years. But, for example, the 2022 livery was awesome. Looks like a Cadbury. Are they sponsored by Cadbury, any chance? Okay. Right, let's fit on the fresh set. Oh, and we do have an extra on reserve for the race. That's good, because last time out we didn't. At Silverstone we didn't have an extra set for the race, and we had to start on a worn set.
Should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
Which was pain. What's the worst F1 liveries in yours opinion? Huh. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think from the last couple of years. I think Kick Sauber's from 2024 was pretty gopping, to be honest. Like, you had those, like, random lines and stuff, and it said Unleashed at the back. I don't know if the 2025 one was the same. But I remember the 2025 one being okay, right? But the 2024 one was... yikes. Same livery Red Bull has used for 10 years straight. Hey man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And plus they did change it. It's a bit more blue now to account for Ford.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 23.0.
Okay.
When you're ready,
Like the new Red Bull livery gives me vibes from the good old days of Red Bull. Well, the good old days, one of them was 2023 and 2022. So it wasn't that long ago. And that was with the livery you don't like. When will Red Bull ever actually change anything to the liveries? They did, this year. You don't really notice though, because they're in the midfield, so... You don't really see it often. They're lost in the pack, so... I forgive you for not realising they actually did change their livery, because they have only just got a bit more points than their own junior team. Just make the Red Bull comically blue, like bright blue. We don't have a bright blue team, do we? I guess Williams is the closest. But I'm talking like bright blue. Oh, I guess Alpine, never mind. I guess Alpine already is a thing. Not for long though. I bet they're changing their name soon. Especially since they don't even use a Renault engine anymore, so the whole Alpine thing doesn't even make any sense. Okay, we need a purple and yellow team. We do, they're called Connor Sport. I really should get round to replaying Breaking Point 3 at some point. It was so good. Alright, here we go. Here's where it counts. Primary sponsor is going to be Cadbury. Yup.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
Horrible corner. Made up for it a little bit. Oh, way quicker. 7 tenths. Where does that get us?
It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and
Yeah, that was
away with
just...
something.
I'm surprised we even made it into Q3. We were struggling all weekend.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves
quite a
of
bit
our top
off.
3, who are Rosberg, Hamilton,
Oh, Rosberg's
and
taking a
Daniel
penalty.
Ricciardo.
Where's
It's time
that?
to leave for now,
Probably
but
because he
we'll
really
be back
slowed
tomorrow
down
when the
earlier. I
Grand
did
Prix
see that.
itself
So he'll
gets
be starting
underway.
in P5. Interesting. Your opinion on Formula E? I haven't really watched much of it, so I can't say. We got a different song in the background as well, because we failed the target or whatever this time. Wow. We've really pushed Mana to the point where they consider P10 a failure now. Because we've just consistently been like P7 for qualifying, like around there. Although, I don't actually know why he was so disappointed, because the expected position was 12th, and we overachieved. So, what's up with that? Jesus. He practically beat us in, like, every one. And we only got 1 point because Rosberg just happened to get a penalty. We are, like, just getting destroyed in that rivalry. Oh, that's why he was disappointed, because we failed the session goal. All we needed was P9, but we were well off, like a whole 10th off. If we didn't have that really bad corner, the corner right after the chicane, we would have 100% beaten that target, I think.
Hello. I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
So, finish in 9th place or higher. Finish higher in the race standings than Nico Rosberg, beat Pascal Wehrlein. I don't know if all that's possible. I think we can definitely beat Pascal, obviously. We've done that all the time, but beating Rosberg, I don't think so. Do we have enough resource points now for an upgrade? We do for... No, yeah, we always did for fuel efficiency. What do y'all think is better, the Renault R25 or the current Aston Martin F1 cars? What a question. Alright, let's head on down to the track.
It's always wonderful to come back to the lively Hungaroring. A popular
Lively?
destination, this, nice and close to the beautiful city of Budapest.
I wouldn't call the Hungaroring lively.
Who can forget Michael Schumacher?
I mean, I don't know how the
pushing his old
2016,
teammate
like
Rubens
2015,
Barrichello up
2016
towards
race
the pit
went.
wall
But...
in 2010, or those great races of 2014 and 2015 as well.
Oh, okay. So apparently Hungaroring
Located
used to be
12
good.
miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring.
To be fair, I'm not being fair. I think the Hungaroring is better in real life than it is in the game.
Technical 2.7-mile circuit, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. Let's hope we're in for another one here today.
I'll have to watch them at some point now. Apparently they were good.
A man who made his Grand Prix debut here with Minardi back in 2002. So, Ans, this is a bit of a special one for you, I'd imagine.
What's wrong with that
Yeah, I'd say
Mercedes
so.
suspension?
I also stood in
It's
to
like
commentate on Jensen's win in
slanted.
2006, and as I was a test driver for Honda at the time, you can imagine that was quite an emotional Grand Prix. It's also a tough circuit on the drivers, this one too. Lots of long, slow corners that require a lot of patience from inside the car. Plus, it's a very downforce-heavy circuit. I mean, it's all relative, of course, but if you're lacking a bit in downforce, or if you've got a bit of an imbalance in the setup, this is definitely one of the worst places to have to deal with that.
Yup. We know that firsthand.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
Of course.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Fernando Alonso, and Rosberg, Raikkonen, Button, Massa, and Amana, Wehrlein, Sainz, Valtteri Bottas.
Wehrlein did really well.
Kvyat,
We were lucky to
Perez,
beat him.
Romain Grosjean, and Jolyon Palmer, Gutierrez, and Ericsson, Kevin Magnussen, and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid.
I'm kind of scared to see how
Now it's
Hockenheim's
almost
going to
time
go.
lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Because I literally haven't done a career mode race on that since my very first F1 game. So, literally, it has been about three years. Pretty much 3 years since then. So, yeah. And my skill then and my skill now is like two completely different things. And the one thing they both have in common is I was shit at Hockenheim then, and I don't really know how to drive it now. So, next episode will surely be interesting. Is it even possible for Pepsi to be an F1 team? Funny you say that. I actually did a little storyline in my F1 23 My Team, and I was Pepsi Max Racing for a little bit. Well, I think it was Sly Pepsi Max Racing, or Sly Pepsi Racing, or something like that. I don't remember. That was like 3 years ago in itself. Okay, so our strategies are super softs to mediums. Okay. Or we can go super softs, which would almost certainly be using one of the old ones from Quali. And then, oh yeah, so the pit lap would be 3, then 9, then 18. I don't think it's worth going for a 2-stop. I think we could do 6, well, yeah, like 4 laps on the super softs. The tyre life is 6, but the pit lap would be lap 4. We could go a little bit longer, like maybe get the softs out, right? Can we do that? No, we can't. We're limited because we're in the top 10. I forgot that was a rule. Pepsi had an F1 team? No. I made them up. Because, like, again, it was my team. I don't know if you played that then, because they added that in F1 2020. Alright, so looks like we're doing 4 laps on the super softs. And you know what, we could maybe go a lap earlier. Let's go lap 3. I don't really want to spend too long on the super softs because they're going to get a ton of tyre wear. So I want to get onto the mediums as quickly as possible, without being ridiculous and losing time, of course. But here we go, lights out and we're underway. We'll go straight to Rich Mix, try and make the most of these super softs while we can. Safe to cut across? Yes, it is. Get a bit of oh, very close to ramming Alonso as we look to go around the outside of Button. Wehrlein battling with Felipe Massa as we dive down the inside of Jensen. Getting past our fellow Briton. And now we set our sights on the other McLaren of Fernando Alonso. Hopefully Wehrlein does well this race. I would love double points. A pretty unlikely place to get double points, might I add. But Wehrlein is past Massa. So it's a very good start for him. If Wehrlein gets near me, I might let him through, honestly. Like, if he can get past Button, I'll let Wehrlein through and back up the rest of the grid. I think that would be a really good idea. We'll see how that goes. Is that a Pertamina sponsor on the rear wing? Yeah. This is Manor Racing from 2016. Don't know if you remember them. I think they only lasted a couple of seasons, if that. It was the last time we had 22 drivers on the grid, 11 teams on the grid until this season. But as you can tell, we are already struggling, losing time to Fernando Alonso. It's not a strong track for us at all, Hungary. We're already over a second behind as Wehrlein looks to make the pass on Button. I'm going to give him the slipstream. Can Wehrlein get past Button? Yes, he can. Good job from him. I think we'll be letting him through. I don't really care if we lose some rivalry points. It was an Indonesian oil company? Oh, okay. Cool, I guess. Right, we seem to have caught up to Alonso quite a bit. That's because we're pretty strong in Sector 1. It's kind of the rest of the track that we suck. But it is what it is. Maybe we should have gone maximum downforce, I don't know. I don't know what 2016 would have wanted from me. You know? This is my first time going through the career mode on here, so... But Wehrlein should be overtaking me pretty soon. If not this lap, definitely the next one. And he's got good pace on him, so I might let him through. No, I will be letting him through. Come on, Pascal.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Why is he shaking like that? His car was like shaking like mad. Just wobbling. Right, I'm pitting this lap anyway, so Wehrlein will be going past regardless. Yeah, we're getting a ton of time in Sector 1. We just need to improve everywhere else. I could add more downforce, which I think I'm going to do because we're going to have... Right, we'll go max downforce on the front wing.
If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
Because we're going to be on much longer tyres, so less grip. And I definitely think we need it. We're doing a little better at keeping up with Alonso. But I think that might be down to Alonso's skill right now, or rather his tyre wear.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Yup, I know. Pascal should be getting DRS. Oh, the brakes on this are awful as well. Hey, what's up, WJC? Welcome back, bro. Alright, let's see what Pascal can do. Be really good to get some double mana points, if that's even possible for me at this point. We do not have good pace around here. Hockenheim next episode is going to be very interesting. GCSEs next week. Ah, man, you got this, bro. Alright, we have extra downforce now as well. The maximum that we can have on the front, so... Let's see how things go. We still get DRS as well, that's nice. I'm sure you'll do fine, bro. If not, there's always college. You can redo them in there. Just can't wait to leave. Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. Oh, yeah, we were meant to go maximum downforce because this feels perfect. What the hell? I am such an idiot. Where could we have gotten if I was going maximum downforce, man? Well, no point focusing on coulds or what ifs. I'm just going to have to get on with it. Prom is going to be peak, after party is going to be more peak, then the holiday after is going to be greatness. I bet. Right, so we're on these mediums all the way up until the end of the race, so hopefully they hold out until then. I think they should. People on the super softs will be really struggling round about now. Got my first exam on Thursday to Friday. Oof. Yeah, the car feels way better with 11 downforce. Fuck, man. I should have at least tried it out in practice. I'm such an idiot. Oh well, it might do us wonders for this race. Wonder what happened after to Lotus after 2014. How did you end up P22? I pitted. I'm on different tyres, bro. Oh yeah, my photography 2-day exam was horrible. Oof.
Okay, some information on Rosberg. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Who was that? Wait. Can I get him to repeat that last thing?
Okay, I'll have the pit team send you out with aero settings.
That's not what I wanted. I didn't say anything. Wait, and I can't even get him to repeat neither. Fuck, man. I don't know who he was talking about. Someone has a problem up ahead. I don't know who it is. It could be Hamilton, it could be anybody.
Okay, gap ahead is 11.1 seconds.
Ah, here we go. Hello, Alonso. A little switch back in. No DRS, unfortunately. Well, we could make a move down into this corner. Awesome, man. Let's go. Very aggressive on the exit, but that is a position gained in the grand scheme of things. Because Alonso was the guy ahead of us before.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
I wonder how that's going to pan out for everybody. We're not even halfway through the race yet. Soft tyres might be good, soft tyres might not be. So, hopefully we've made the right decision. 'Cause I feel like we made the right decision in Silverstone. 3 exams in one day. Oof. We're cooked, bro.
Pascal is in the pits.
Anyways, I'm going to go to sleep early. Got lots of revision tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. And good stream. Alright, bro. See you later, dude. Okay, Alonso is all over us. He's got so much more grip. So he might be in a bit of trouble. Let's try and get out of the way of the slipstream, as he does have DRS on us. He's trying to get closer to me as well. Here we go. He's going to try and go around the outside. It is side by side right now. And yeah, he has DRS on this part as well. Going to be spending my time playing F1 23. Hell yeah.
We've pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Button's the car behind us, so just like before, we're sandwiched between the two. I don't know if Wehrlein... Oh, Wehrlein's quite far behind. I think he had a slow pit stop, I don't know. Maybe he lost some positions. I got no clue. But Alonso is dropping us now. That's not good. We're just not good at Hungary. Very difficult in this game. I've never been the greatest at it anyway. Couple of cars still in the pits. We might still be good enough to get a good position out of this. I don't know. But we're up into P9. As Jenson Button is not very far behind us now.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds.
Alonso's battling with someone up ahead. I don't know who it is. Oh, it's Rosberg. What's Rosberg doing in P7? I understand he started P5, so he is naturally a bit lower. Well, that low? Alonso's passing him. What the hell is that, man? We're trying to defend against Button. I think we're going to lose out because he has DRS. Although, we're keeping up quite well. Might be able to keep the position. Going on the inside now. Rosberg actually lost the position to Alonso. So, goes to show you just how... Get off me, man! What the fuck? Jesus! I was turning the other way trying to get off him and this guy kept fucking turning. Button, man. What are you doing? Yeah, dude, come on. That ain't my fault. And then he was, like, turning left into me. What a dickhead. Jesus, man. Okay, how do I defend against that, then? If I can. Alright, let's go. What the fuck? That was a very weird glitch. He just steered right into me. He wanted to get his revenge or some shit. Yeah, he's pushed me out wide there. You better let... How is that illegal? He pushed me wide. If anything, his overtake is illegal. I'm not fucking doing that. Go away. I'm not letting him have that. Yeah, that's fucking right. Jesus, man. That was wild. Is Rosberg the one with the issue? Hamilton had some crazy bad luck last race. Rosberg might be getting his fair dose. What is going on with the Mercedes this season? Because Rosberg's actually losing Alonso, so that's who Jeff was on about earlier. It was Rosberg.
Any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
Like, we might actually be catching up to Rosberg here, which is absolutely wild. Yeah, we are actually, he's got an issue. He's actually got an issue. It's Rosberg. This is crazy. So we're actually going to get some DRS, which is really going to help us out. Look at that. Alright, we'll go down to standard fuel mix now. As Button looks to make a move on us. We're actually going to catch up to Nico. That is wild, bro. Hamilton got some severe bad luck last time out. And now it's Rosberg's turn. And we're past him. Let's go, man. It looks like Alonso's getting backed up by a bunch of cars over here. Button might be passing Rosberg soon. There's a chance that Rosberg won't even score points. There's a bunch of cars getting backed up here. This might be our chance. Maybe the softs are going off. And the mediums with a choice to go. I don't know. But this is awesome, man. I think Alonso is actually just getting slowed down by the Renault, let's be real. We know the Renault is, like, I'm pretty sure the worst car on the grid. I think it's even worse than the Sauber. They are usually, like, last place. But I don't know, man. Even Vettel's there. Magnussen's pitting now. Oh, right. They hadn't pitted yet. So they've actually slowed down Vettel. Palmer's there. Them two have history. He's going to slow down Fernando even more. Unless Alonso could get this move done on Palmer. I don't know. Well, he got it done, actually. Palmer's now got DRS on Alonso. We're going to dive down the inside, absolutely sending it on Palmer. I want to make sure that we keep up with Alonso. Let's go back up to Rich Mix. The longer this race goes, obviously, the more advantage we're going to have, being on mediums. We've dropped a lot of the cars behind us. They're not within DRS anymore. Palmer's going to back them up even more. I don't know what Renault were thinking going for the long run. Or maybe Palmer's backing them up to help Magnussen. I don't know. Well, they definitely left it a bit too late as Alonso is starting to drop us now. So, yeah, we're outside of DRS range. So unless we can get back in these next couple of corners, P6 might be our ceiling. Unless anyone up top is pitting again, who knows. But we don't get DRS this time, so yeah. Definitely still slow, but down to the strategy, we're doing really well here. But for how long? Because Button's going to catch up at some point. Okay, Button's back into DRS, so we're getting right back to having to defend. P6 is up for grabs. Can we keep it though? I think we can. It's pretty easy to defend at Hungary, so we might actually be able to do it. I think Pascal's in P13 right now. I don't know what happened to him when we pitted. I think what happened was he wasn't in DRS anymore, so we probably should have let him pass. There's a tyre wear doing not too good on the front left.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer.
I literally just turned it up just now.
Drop down to mix 2 soon.
Nah, I'm sticking with it. We need to stay on mix 3 for the straight.
Rosberg, it seems they fixed whatever the problem was. They're coming back up to speed.
Right, he's going to be tearing through the field now, I'm pretty sure. Wehrlein seems to be backing up a pack. There's no DRS for him. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like he will be scoring points. We're going to cover the inside as Jenson Button looks to get past. We should be able to fight this though. Pushing him out wide a little bit. Getting very aggressive. We'll turn down to mix 2 now. Still in front of Button. He'll be under pressure from Sainz. We still have a few laps to go though. I wonder where Rosberg is now then. Verstappen leads, so it's not Hamilton leading. How strange. I wonder how far away Hamilton is from Verstappen. I'm pretty sure Hamilton actually got stuck behind some cars, if I remember rightly. Not as much as Rosberg did, but Rosberg had a full-blown engine issue. Here's Jenson Button once again. That McLaren, funnily enough, the 2016 version of it is a rocket ship in this career mode. And yeah, he took the inside, so I think that is P6 gone. There was not much we could really do about that. So now we just got to defend P7. I think Button's going to drop us over the course of the next lap. Mainly in sectors 2 and 3. So there's not much we can do, unfortunately. Yeah, just about knocked us out of DRS. It's a shame. We might end up losing a position to Sainz. Their line's only P11 to be fair. Sainz takes the inside. We probably should have taken that. Still side by side, so there's a good chance we could keep the position against the Toro Rosso. We have the inside here, so we live to fight another day, another lap. P7. It's in our grasp.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.0 seconds.
That's Rosberg behind Sainz. He is going to catch up rapidly. Wehrlein, though. Wehrlein's getting pretty close to P10, from what I see. So he's done some improvement. He could get it. He could grab his first point, which would be huge. Rosberg is only getting a point from this, so literally what happened to Hamilton last episode seems to be happening to Rosberg. So just as it seemed like Rosberg was going to get a big edge over Hamilton, fate has swung the other way. Wonder if Wehrlein can catch P10. I'm going to take the inside, make sure we get away from Sainz. This is his last chance.
The gap to teammate is 6.6 seconds.
And we did it. There you go. It is done. Don't think Wehrlein had enough time to get P10, which is a shame. If he actually did better than us, I probably would have stuck behind him. I don't know, but he is getting closer and closer to those first points. It's going to be really cool when he gets them, but P7 for us, really good considering the weekend we've had. Oh, so it's Vettel behind. Okay, Rosberg might not have scored points at all. Oh, God. Lewis Hamilton ends up taking the race win, even though Verstappen was leading for most of that. I guess Hamilton had to catch up or something. Oh, no, that's Raikkonen, not Vettel. Where's Vettel, then? Oh, no, I think he's ahead of Alonso. Never mind. My bad. Alright, round the last corner. We just about managed to scrape P7 from a pretty difficult weekend. Not gonna lie. That was better than I expected, that's for sure.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today.
Let's go, man. I'll take that.
Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
There you go. Lewis Hamilton takes the win.
Now let's take a look at the drivers' standings.
Nico
Lewis
Rosberg
Hamilton
ended up
takes over the
finishing
lead of the Drivers'
P13.
Championship after an excellent result. Now then,
Bottas,
Anthony Davidson, who was your
P11,
driver of the
Wehrlein
day?
P12.
Probably
Okay.
Carlos Sainz. You know, strong pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
On to the constructors then. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow.
And
There was
Hamilton's
also a
back
strong
in
showing
front.
from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us and goodbye until the next race.
That's very interesting that Hamilton had a really bad weekend last episode, and then this weekend the luck goes the other way. In fact, Hamilton managed to, because I'm guessing it was wing damage, he was able to be at like full capacity the whole race and managed to recover the P9, whereas Rosberg, it was too late, you know. Even if he'd have gotten past all the cars in front of him, you know, there was no car after that, so he would have just been under a lot of pressure under DRS. So, yeah, a very unlucky weekend from Rosberg, and now he is about 14 points off of Hamilton. So, just as it looked like Rosberg had finally gotten one over Hamilton in this season, fate swung the other way. And as for the constructors' standings, McLaren Honda have gone ahead of Williams. Really good weekend for McLaren, to be honest. And we remain in P4 with all 149 points coming from yours truly. But yeah, P7, not bad at all. And next time out, on Thursday, we will be doing Hockenheim, which will be the first time that I've done it in a career mode live. The more interesting one will be later on this season, which is Malaysia, a track that I have never done, period, you know? So that one will be super interesting, but doesn't take away from how interesting Hockenheim will be, because I am not comfortable around that track at all. So we're going to have to get comfortable real quick, otherwise we could have a similar result to what happened at Hungary. But I think powertrain is a bit more of an important thing around Hockenheim, so we might have a much better time if we can get used to the track. In terms of the development points, we can actually get the downforce that we want now. Could also get engine power, but we're going to prioritize downforce, especially after the weekend we just had. So, yeah, moving on to the German Grand Prix at the Hockenheim Ring. 53 points off of Hamilton, so we lost points to the leader today. The championship is still there for us, but, you know, we also got a sponsor bonus as well, so 300 R&D points. And here we are at Hockenheim for the first time in a career mode.
Parts have been fitted to the car. The simulation numbers are good, so look forward to your feedback. Check out the details.
We got 300 extra points from the sponsors, which is awesome. Nice. Okay, so let's have a look where that places us in the pecking order. We don't really move up at all, really, ahead of the cars ahead, so I assume McLaren had some upgrades or something. Mercedes have had double upgrades, so just in time for their home Grand Prix. We got mixed conditions out on track, which could be interesting, that is for sure. But yeah, that is it for this episode of F1 2016, guys. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Tomorrow, we'll probably just do an F1 23 stream. I don't know if I'll do another stream at all. Maybe Ghosts, if I feel up to it, and get our Prestige 3 grind underway. Other than that, F1 2016 on Thursday, along with Tomb Raider 2, just like today as well. So, and then if you're interested, on Friday, just an F1 25 stream coming your way. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the next few days. But, yeah, until then, I'll see you soon. Peace.